This is Yahweh's message that came to Micah of Moresheth during the time of Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah, which he saw concerning Samaria and Jerusalem. Listen, all you nations. Pay attention, all inhabitants of earth. The sovereign Lord will act as a witness against you. Yahweh will accuse you from his majestic palace. Look, Yahweh is coming out of his dwelling place. He will descend and march on the earth's mountain tops. The mountains will crumble beneath him, and the valleys will split apart like wax before a fire, like water dumped down a steep slope. All this is because of Jacob's rebellion and the sins of the nation of Israel. And just what is Jacob's rebellion? Isn't it Samaria's doings? And what is Judah's sin? Isn't it Jerusalem's doings? I will turn Samaria into a heap of ruins in an open field, into a place for planting vineyards. I will dump the rubble of her walls down into the valley and lay bare her foundations. All her carved idols will be smashed to pieces. All her metal cult statues will be destroyed by fire. I will make a waste heap of all her images. Since she gathered the metal as a prostitute collects her wages, the idols will become a prostitute's wages again. For this reason I will mourn and wail. I will walk around barefoot and without my outer garments. I will howl like a wild dog and screech like an owl. For Samaria's disease is incurable. It has infected Judah. It has spread to the leadership of my people and even to Jerusalem. Don't spread the news in Gath. Don't shed even a single tear. In Beth-lephra roll about in mourning in the dust. Residents of Shaphir pass by in nakedness and humiliation. The residents of Zaanann have not escaped. Beth-ezel mourns. He takes from you what he desires. Indeed, the residents of Maroth hope for something good to happen, though Yahweh has sent disaster against the city of Jerusalem. Residents of Lachish, hitch the horses to the chariots. You influenced daughter Zion to sin, for Israel's rebellious deeds can be traced back to you. Therefore you will have to say farewell to Moresheth Gath. The residents of Achzib will be as disappointing as a dried-up well to the kings of Israel. Residents of Mareshah, a conqueror will attack you. The leaders of Israel shall flee to Adullam. Shave your heads bald as you mourn for the children you love. Shave your foreheads as bald as an eagle, for they are taken from you into exile. Beware wicked schemers, those who devise calamity as they lie in bed. As soon as morning dawns, they carry out their plans, because they have the power to do so. They confiscate the fields they desire and seize the houses they want. They defraud people of their homes and deprive people of the land they have inherited. Therefore Yahweh says this, Look, I am devising disaster for this nation. It will be like a yoke from which you cannot free your neck. You will no longer walk proudly, for it will be a time of catastrophe. In that day people will sing this taunt song to you. They will mock you with this lament. We are completely destroyed. They sell off the property of my people. How they remove it from me! They assign our fields to the conqueror. Therefore, no one will assign you land in Yahweh's community. Don't preach with such impassioned rhetoric, they say excitedly. These prophets should not preach of such things. We will not be overtaken by humiliation. Does the family of Jacob say, Yahweh's patience can't be exhausted? He would never do such things. To be sure, my commands bring a reward for those who obey them. But you rise up as an enemy against my people. You steal a robe from a friend, from those who pass by peacefully, as if returning from a war. You wrongly evict widows among my people from their cherished homes. You defraud their children of their prized inheritance. But you are the ones who will be forced to leave, for this land is not secure. Sin will thoroughly destroy it. If a lying windbag should come and say, I'll promise you blessings of wine and beer, he would be just the right preacher for these people. I will certainly gather all of you, O Jacob. I will certainly assemble those Israelites who remain. I will bring them together like sheep in a fold, like a flock in the middle of a pasture. They will be so numerous that they will make a lot of noise. The one who can break through barriers will lead them out. They will break out, pass through the gate and leave. Their king will advance before them. Yahweh himself will lead them. I said, listen, you leaders of Jacob, you rulers of the nation of Israel. You ought to know what is just, yet you hate what is good and love what is evil. You flay my people's skin and rip the flesh from their bones. You devour my people's flesh, strip off their skin, and crush their bones. You chop them up like flesh in a pot, like meat in a kettle. Someday these sinful leaders will cry to Yahweh for help, but he will not answer them. He will hide his face from them at that time, because they have done such wicked deeds. This is what Yahweh has said about the prophets who mislead my people. If someone gives them enough to eat, they offer an oracle of peace. But if someone does not give them food, they are ready to declare war on him. Therefore night will fall, and you will receive no visions. It will grow dark, and you will no longer be able to read the omens. The sun will set on these prophets, and the daylight will turn to darkness over their heads. The prophets will be ashamed. The omen readers will be humiliated. All of them will cover their mouths, for they will receive no divine oracles. But I am full of the courage that Yahweh's Spirit gives, and have a strong commitment to justice. This enables me to confront Jacob with its rebellion and Israel with its sin. Listen to this, you leaders of the family of Jacob, you rulers of the nation of Israel. You hate justice and pervert all that is right. You build Zion through bloody crimes, Jerusalem through unjust violence. Her leaders take bribes when they decide legal cases. Her priests proclaim rulings for profit, and her prophets read omens for pay. Yet they claim to trust Yahweh and say, Yahweh is among us. Disaster will not overtake us. Therefore, because of you, Zion will be plowed up like a field. Jerusalem will become a heap of ruins, and the Temple Mount will become a hill overgrown with brush.